Happy Valentine's Day to you. Okay, so welcome to the Tangled Puppet. Happy Valentine's Day. So all of you ladies who are single, let's hope you do something for yourselves this year. Preferably, you hopeless romantics, make sure that you do it like you would do it for them, right? And if you got a friend, bring them along. I mean, you don't have to screw them to be friends and have fun. So celebrate your day with those that generally, and you know without a doubt, love you. That's the last person that would ever come to mind or you would ever think would do you wrong. Make sure you spend it with that person, because times may be stoppable, but it's not rewindable. I mean, you could go back in time, but you can never get that moment in time back, right? So just enjoy your day and remember that we are all connected, but when we all connect into the one consciousness, that one love, the vibration that we will hold, this planet won't hold. And the quicker we get there, the more we can get on with the show and see what our exciting adventure is going to be after that. I'm excited. I have been since I was a child. I can't wait for the end of the earth. I don't know why, but that's like my ultimate thrill. It's like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Oh my God, is this supposed to be scary? Most people are terrified of that, but in my world, my biggest fear is the unknown while being my greatest joy. And it has begun to make me kind of look like somebody not of a sound mind sometimes, because when other people are crying, I'm laughing like, really, this is it? Like, my mind knows no stress, or you can't shut that down. If it was going to be shut down, it's already been shut down before, and I don't remember that day. So we may have got a little quiet, we may have cried a little bit, we may have even yelled. I mean, everybody knows that. But what we did was throw out every unbalanced piece while we were screaming and yelling and carrying on, to the point that we have become completely balanced within ourselves, completely aligned. Like, oh, and obviously I'm gonna make a lot of bubbles for myself. And so let's turn the water off real quick. Keep this video in my face so we're not being inappropriate. Anyways, we'll make sure we blur anything out. If you might have got a peek, it wasn't a peek show, it was an accidental show. Anyways, back to what I was saying is, guys, just don't let 10 years go by and that one person that you should have spent Valentine's Day with, that one you knew without a doubt that loved you no matter what, not unconditional, non-judgmental for life, that ride or die, that Bonnie and Clyde, that, you know, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, whatever you want to call them, you know, that pair, that team. Make sure you're that if you got that person on your mind, whether it's been your friend forever or whether you've been married and divorced to that person. If you feel like that about them, let them know you love them, and love them like it's going to be the last. That way, that if things ever do end up in a bad place, you have all of these amazing memories. That 1 second of a fight, 1 hour of a fight, don't even begin to rent space, because all of these things matter. That when you think back, you just laugh. You're like, what idiots. What were we arguing about again? Who was the bitch? Oops, my bad. But you know, you have those moments, and if you don't, you should. It's growth. Not saying that calling somebody that, I don't even think that I mean, I don't call names, period, in happy or in sadness or in anger. That was a habit that we were taught young and had to break. So I gotta make sure this thing's plugged up before I lose all my spiritual bath down the drain. And again, make sure that you're properly giving your vessel the, ouch, my leg. Anyways, make sure that you're cleaning your vessel and your spiritual space, just as your 3D space is being cleared out, so that when our Creator, the Lord, wants to bless you with something, that you're not all gunked up with shit. Like, sorry, I got a bad mouth tonight, obviously. Because you're not all gunked up with stuff from the past that keeps you so gummy, like, you know, that resin when it won't seal and dry, you know? I see that in a lot of people. They're holding on to all this past stuff and they wonder why they can't get a new love, because they got all this stuff gummed up around there. Who wants to have to walk through that shit to actually, there we go again. I'm going to need to wash my mouth out with some of these bubbles. Anyways, so who wants to have to clean their shoes up and do all that just to have to come say hello through all that muck? And it's different than mud, because mud wipes off. This is not wiping off. You need like a chemical, you need like a spiritual bath, a cleansing to get that shit off of you. So tonight we got a potty mouth. We won't get dipped in the water, so the next time you see us we don't sound like that. But I'm in an amazing mood and I'm totally transparent right now. And so you probably hear the sailor in me, which I would have been a pirate if I had my choice, but my mom said we didn't live close enough to the ocean to be dreaming about being a pirate. So if I wanted to be dreaming about something, maybe it's going to be a cowgirl. And we laughed, because ain't no cowgirl in me. I don't move. And I'm not riding a bull for nobody. Well, I don't see the point in getting yourself hurt for other people's pleasure. If I was going to do that, I would be the clown. I would get my feelings hurt before my physical body. Anyway, so just remember that if you're tangled from the past, the present, and the future, hit the tangled puppet up and we can untangle your past, bringing it forward into your future so that your present day is not all tangled up, making such a maze for these blessings that God probably has lined up for you down the door that can't get through your door because it's stuck shut. And they're like, hello, ramming into the door, boop, boop, boop. Just waiting is what I'm hearing. We've been waiting on you to catch up for a while, lady. Exactly. Oh, now that the lady and I'm sure all the divine feminines are starting to catch up, he, the masculine, or the emperor, it's probably been waiting on her to catch up. She's so silly she didn't even realize it was her holding them down and holding them back from this reconciliation. She's probably, because I got a channel about the feminine today, and the whole time she's like, oh my gosh, we got to reteach him this, we got to teach him that, we have to wake him up, he's not even ascended yet, and he's just laughing over there inside himself, telling me I knew before you did, silly. She's gonna have to admit that. But that goes back to this channeling, and I can't wait to get this video put up. It's a little different style than what I normally do, and so it's taken me some time, and that's honestly why, not the only reason I haven't been on there. I've just been doing what I wanted to, honestly. But Spirit's been downloading a lot of new techniques to me in a lot of ways, but I have a channeling I have to put out that is the Pacific masculine and feminine that I'm talking about. These are the twins, the mother and father, the Eve and Adam. And probably Mary Magdalene and Jesus as well, voices that I'm hearing. And anyways, it coincides between the two of them talking back and forth, and he's talking about this whole new world that he's prepared for her. And funny enough, my favorite all-time Disney movie is Aladdin and Jasmine, a whole new world prepared for you and I. Take a look closely. You can see it's a whole new world for you and me, you know. And his daddy was the king of thieves, you know. I mean, I'm like, whose daddy's the king of thieves? Let me see. Who's that boy? Where's he at? And it just makes me laugh, because I'm like, Aladdin, where'd you go? I know you and the genie are doing no good, like normal. But you should realize we got enough gems and goodies here. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Genie can go on vacation. But I'm sure he's sitting in this whole new world talking about when is the Sultan gonna bring her? When is she gonna come? When is she gonna be here for my whole new world? And Genie's like, oh yeah, Garbage, go fetch Jasmine, you know. So as that divine chariot's taking off to go pick up that lady, he is counting down the time. Tick tock, for the time is waiting. Anyway, have a good night.